Welcome to today's Explainer. We are jumping right into what is honestly one of the most unbelievable rags to riches stories out there. It's a journey that perfectly captures how raw ambition, combined with absolutely relentless discipline, can completely alter someone's trajectory in life. I mean, would you believe that a young kid growing up in a home facing severe financial struggles and dealing with an alcoholic father would eventually become a global icon? It sounds totally made up, right? Like a Hollywood script. But no, this is the very real story of Cristiano Ronaldo.
So let's start with part one, the hardest beginnings.
Born into extreme poverty in Madeira, Ronaldo literally only cared about one thing, and that was playing football. But to chase that dream, at just 12 years old, he had to make an agonizing choice. He left his family behind to travel to Lisbon and join the Sporting CP Academy. Can you imagine? Being 12 and living that far from home took a massive emotional toll. He spent so many nights just crying alone in his room. But even then, he had this singular, unwavering ambition to become the absolute best. Then, just 3 years later, when he was 15, another massive hurdle popped up. He was diagnosed with a severe heart condition. We're talking about something that threatened to end his entire career before it even really started. But they went ahead with the surgery, it was a success, and he showed that unbreakable will right away, literally returning to the pitch just days later. Okay, moving on to part two, in the eyes of the world. Let's dive into the moment everything changed for him. It's 2003, during a preseason friendly match between Sporting CP and Manchester United. It was just a friendly, but man, his astonishing speed and mesmerizing dribbling left the United players completely stunned. They were literally begging their manager, Sir Alex Ferguson, to sign him on the spot. And guess what? Within days, Ronaldo was officially a Manchester United player. Under Sir Alex Ferguson's mentorship, Ronaldo wasn't just developing his skills on the ball, he was learning strict, ironclad discipline. He fully embraced a culture of continuous improvement, practicing more than anyone else on the squad. And that sheer, unmatched dedication catapulted him straight into the ranks of the elite, which ultimately won him his very first Ballon d'Or in 2008. Which brings us to our third chapter, the peak and Real Madrid. His 2009 transfer to Real Madrid absolutely shattered records. It was such a staggering contrast to the poverty of his childhood, right? And at Madrid, he didn't just play, he dominated. He racked up 4 Champions League titles, 4 more Ballon d'Ors, and became the club's all-time top scorer, permanently cementing his name in football history. But, despite all those club trophies, perhaps his most emotional triumph actually came in 2016. That's when he led Portugal to their first ever Euro Cup victory. The final match itself was heartbreaking for him personally, as a severe injury early on forced him off the pitch. But instead of retreating to the locker room to sulk, he stood passionately on the sidelines. He acted almost like a second manager, constantly encouraging his teammates right up until the final whistle blew, realizing a lifelong dream for his country. Let's look at part 4, New Journeys and Al Nassr. After successful, title-winning stints at Juventus and a highly celebrated return to Manchester United, critics in 2023 were loudly claiming his career was winding down. They thought he was done. Instead, he moved to Saudi Arabian club Al Nassr and proved he still knows exactly how to score. He single-handedly boosted the global visibility of that entire league, drawing eyes from literally all corners of the world. And this perfectly illustrates our final section, the true secrets of success. See, his success is not just some accident of natural ability. It's a meticulously crafted formula. We are talking exceptionally hard training, a remarkably strict diet, absolute punctuality, and just this uncompromising will to never ever give up. This daily relentless discipline, that is his actual superpower. Right here on the screen is one of his most famous quotes. "Dreams are not what you see in your sleep. Dreams are what keep you awake." I think that motto perfectly captures his mindset. His dreams were never just passive fantasies, They were an active obsession that demanded his attention every single waking hour of his life. When you look back and summarize the hurdles he faced, crushing poverty, early isolation from his family, a heart disease, and just immense global pressure and criticism, none of it stopped him. The ultimate takeaway here is pretty clear. Immense talent only gets you so far. It's continuous hard work and unbreakable courage that can actually rewrite your fate. So it leaves us with a really fascinating question to consider for ourselves. Are we relying way too much on our natural talents? Or are we actually willing to build the grueling, daily machinery required to realize our full potential? Think about it. If this explainer inspired you, make sure to subscribe to the channel and definitely let us know in the comments whose journey we should decode next. Catch you next time.